Welcome to the Talking Beards podcast. This week's episode is all about talking to the people in the chat room. We're trying to get a little bit of a grasp on what's going on with Talking Beards, the live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., wherever you can watch live shows such as YouTube, Facebook, or you can just go to talkingbeards.com. But we want to do a little bit of changes to the show, so we wanted to talk to our fans, past, present, and future, about what they would like from us. So make sure you stick around, watch this exciting, well, you can't really watch it. You can if you go over to talkingbeards.com, but we want you to listen to this podcast because it'll give you an idea of what we're looking for. After you're done listening to it, please reach out to us at talkingbeards1@gmail.com and give us some ideas if you have, ideas to be given to us for the show. That would be really awesome. So make sure you go check this episode out right. Meow. Welcome to the Talking Beards podcast, an entertainment news show all about the world of facial hair. You can catch the show live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern by going to talkingbeards.com. While you're at the website, you can check out all the other cool things that we do. We cover the latest news going on in the beard and mustache world, from competitions, contests, fundraisers, and all the charity work. We also have special guests each week talking about what they're doing to make a difference in the facial hair world. We also do trivia each week with really great prizes, compliments of Honest Amish. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. at talkingbeards.com. Now let's get on with the show.
Oh, hey, look how I made the picture disappear this time. I didn't mess up at all.
That intro gets me every time.
It gets Andrew Matson too.
Oh, man, it's
look.
jam.
Permafrost Beards is sort of watching today, huh?
Uh-oh. Hi. Hello, Nicholas.
Hello, Nicholas. What is going on, everybody, in the Talking Beards world? This is episode number 115. It is episode number 190. Did you hear that? 190, Scott, of the podcast. Yeah.
No,
Tonight, we are we're looking for your help. Scott and I have been talking, and numbers have just steadily gone down on Talking Beards, the show.
Could it be because of this?
Because we don't talk about the poop knife enough?
Wow. That could be it.
I don't know. So, yeah. So, we're going to, talk to the chat and ask the chat lots of questions, probably. And, yeah. So, yep. That's it. So that's going to be the basis of our show tonight.
We got a bassist?
Yeah. Who's your favorite bassist?
None. I don't like bass players.
Wow. That was rude.
And that's coming from a drummer. Drummer and bass players are supposed to be like ebony and ivory, live together in perfect harmony, side by side. But no, when I first got into music, I was with two guitar players, and that's how I learned to play. I played like with two rhythm guitar players, and then we added a bass player, and it screwed it all up. So
look who made it tonight.
Summer High.
Wow. Some old school people in the chat here. So yeah. Did I already say that? I'm Aaron D. Johnston.
You might be.
Yeah. I think I did. I don't know. I'm here. Yeah. So this is Talking Beards, and we're going to get things started. Who are you?
I am Scott Sakura. Go over to talkingbeards.com for more information about the show. There you can go subscribe. If you guys got Samsung devices, we should be on the new Samsung free app.
What?
I didn't tell you that one.
Breaking news.
Nope, it's not, because I don't even know.
Hey, Bubbly, that's you. You've got a Samsung device. We're on your phone.
We should be.
We're on there.
Lots of new things popping up in the podcasting field. Actually, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with acquisitions of companies and people buying
out. Companies.
Not us.
Talking Beards is acquisitioning companies. This is amazing. I'm learning all kinds of stuff tonight.
I know bass players and acquisitioning companies.
Gosh, this is amazing.
This is really going to be a great.
This is the stuff that we need to bring to every episode that will bring everyone back.
I know, because then everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're acquisitioning bass players."
What are they going to acquisition next?
I know. Geez, maybe Aquaman.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think I should have said it.
You're like, I'm gonna go acquire myself
an
Aquaman. He's gonna go. I'm gonna be the bass player in this band.
I am gonna be the bass player in this band.
No,
this is Domo Aquaman. Oh, here,
guys going to Vegas. He's had enough of this.
Oh yeah. So speaking of bubbly in Vegas, he is a TikTok superstar. Matt McClear should probably be going to this, but this is a giant world TikTok meetup in Las Vegas this upcoming weekend.
He's having sex this weekend. He can't go.
Oh, I forgot to give you the flyers, Bubbly. Oh, he was going to hand out Talking Beards flyers, and I forgot to give them to him.
He's handing out Beard Law flyers.
No, don't do that.
Look at this.
Anything but Beard Law flyers. Nobody even likes that guy. Wait a minute. So this is the point in the show where we graciously ask everyone to share this episode. The more you share it, the more people will see it, and maybe we'll be back on top and we can, take out those Mob Wednesday guys, because they're beating us in the ratings, and that's not supposed to happen. So
what?
They get more watchers than us. Those stupid Mob Wednesday guys.
They're not stupid. They're obviously smarter than us. We must not be drinking enough. Or smoking enough.
They have the format down. We don't.
Yes. Tyler wants to know if those are new glasses. Yes, they are.
Are those new glasses, Aaron? Yeah. Like probably 6 months ago. They were new glasses. Wow. Well, it goes to show how much you pay attention to me, Tyler Hill.
I know.
You don't even pay attention to me anymore. Gosh.
Yeah, I know. So tell me about your weekend, bud.
Our weekend, dude, our weekend was pretty good. Last Friday, we ended up driving to Orlando, and we were just like, you know what? Nallie's about to have this surgery. Things have been kind of hectic. Let's just go to Orlando. And really, our only solid plan was Sunday we were going to go to Animal Kingdom. And so Friday, we just kind of winged it. We ended up going to Universal Studios City Walk, and I got Voodoo Donuts. So that's pretty good. But sad to note, this is probably the worst news you're ever going to hear. Apparently, Sean Glander, you freaking moron. They retired my favorite donut. They no longer have the loop.
Because it was causing too many people diabetes.
I don't know, but it's terrible. It's terrible. So yeah, we found that out. And then we ended up going back to the room, just kind of hanging out and going to bed because, I got a whole an hour and a half of sleep and I was tired. So then I got my body on day shift mode and woke up Saturday morning, and I don't even know what we did Saturday.
It's what I said, Cajun. Oh Lord, Voodoo Donut story again.
Well, I went to Orlando, so that's pretty much the basis of the whole story. The whole trip is to go to Voodoo Donuts. Yeah, so that's it. Saturday we just kind of bebopped around and went to Disney Springs and stuff.
Bebop is on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Aaron.
Monty's here. We were just talking trash about you, Monty. And then Sunday, so Saturday night we were watching the news and we're like, it's gonna super storm. I don't know, Andrew. I couldn't find any information on their social media about them even retiring it. So maybe I just need to call the stores and find out. So we found out. Well, we already kind of sort of knew. So
what's this wee stuff? Did you have a frog in your pocket?
Me and Natalie is the we in this story.
Okay. Sorry.
So yeah, so it was going to super storm Sunday. So it was 92 degrees Saturday, and then Sunday's high was 72. Go ahead.
it was going to soup and storm. What does that mean?
Super storm, like a lot.
Okay.
Like
I thought maybe it was
going to rain. Like if you ever been to Florida, like in the summertime, it just rains in the middle of the afternoon.
That's summertime,
right? But it's warm in
Crystal
warm
Davis
time.
Is here. She's like, oh hey,
Crystal Davis. Yeah. So anyway, we went to Disney on Sunday, and it was supposed to start raining early. It did not. It did not start storming until about 1. But then once it started storming, it came a freaking monsoon. I was really surprised that that Disney didn't kick people out of the park when it's raining sideways. Things are flying off buildings, and it was just a lightning storm like crazy. But no, people are still just living their best life, pushing strollers and stuff around Disney. But yeah, that's what I was pushing a wheelchair around, and Natalie had like this like giant poncho on her, and she was having an okay time at first, and then she was like, I'm not having fun anymore. Let's leave. So we left. The end for the Disney. But no, then we just kind of hung out. We went to a couple stores and stuff, and it was
apparently the people think the show would be better if we talk about the donuts again.
I mean, I could talk about donuts.
No.
The Glanders got me a donut keychain, and it's still on my keys. Tyler Hill got a donut painting. Can we make a show called Talking Donuts? Maybe that's what we need to do. Talking Beards is now just going to be Talking Donuts. What do you think about that idea?
It could be called Talking Pass Out Ponchos.
Do they pass out ponchos? Yeah, for the low price of $9.95, they will gladly pass out ponchos at every register.
You should just go to the garbage can and dump the garbage out and take the garbage bag and cut holes in it.
That's pretty much what everyone was doing. We knew it was happening, so we went to Target the day before, and we got Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse ponchos where it started downpouring, and I ended up with the Minnie Mouse one on, and it was too late. I was already putting it on.
Size does not matter, Aaron. They
were the same size. I just had Minnie Mouse on my poncho instead of Mickey.
All about how great full beards are.
How was your weekend, Scott Sakura?
This is my freaking neighbor just starts up their lawnmower right now.
I can't hear it. It's fine.
My weekend involved my floor again. So hopefully this is the last show where we talk about my floor, because
I hope not. I hope next episode it's like, guess what? My bed is out of the bathroom. It is in my bedroom, and I slept in there. The end.
That's where I was going. So hopefully this weekend I can get back into my bedroom, and I got trim to do now. So. And then it will be done.
Sorry, Christine M. Algaretti. We really didn't super announce it at all. We just kind of went down there. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know until Aaron sent me a picture. I was like, oh, crap. I'm like, I didn't.
What are you doing in Florida? I'm like, I don't know. We came to Florida.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, with Natalie's surgery, not Natalie surging.
Natalie's not surging. She's having surgery on the 22nd. That's next Thursday. So what we've been doing most of last week and all of this week, it's
listen.
B. Yeah, so we've just got, all these pre-surgery doctor's appointments to go to and stuff, and she has to be cleared by like her heart doctor and all of her doctors. So today we went to have a stress test, or she had a stress test. I was just with her. And due to COVID, which I don't understand, but they're not letting them do the stress test on the treadmill. They're just shooting them up with the stuff that's supposed to like accelerate their heart and make them feel like they're working out or whatever. So they shot her up with this stuff, and she turned bright red, and they're like, it only lasts a minute. And then about, 7-8 minutes into it, they're like, maybe we should like do something to make it stop, because you're not stopping. And then they gave her a Coke when she said, I don't really want a Coke because it upsets my stomach.
You told me all she wanted was a Pepsi, just one Pepsi.
She loves that song.
It's her favorite song.
Yeah, but so they gave her a Coke after she said that Coke upsets her stomach, and needless to say, it upset her stomach. And then they gave her another shot of something else. And
Heavy Metal Vomit Party then?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
They gave her a purple bag thing. It was pretty neat. It was like this, and then she was like, whoo, and then
Wow.
The end. Yeah, it was all right. So yeah, that is what we did today. I slept for an hour or so this morning. Drove her to the doctor's appointment. We were there for like 5 hours, and then I slept for like 2 more. So I'm good and ready to go.
Did you call me a whore?
Probably.
Oh.
Then,
You said I snore, but you know that.
You snore. What else is going on? Tomorrow, nothing. And then Thursday, we go back for the results from yesterday's doctor's appointment and today's doctor's appointment. And then I think Monday. And then Monday, there's more.
Did you call me a whore?
Yep. So Monday, there's more doctor's appointments. And then
doctors snore.
And then hopefully Thursday, we go to the grand finale of having her kidney removed. Was the bag color change that gets full of vomit? That would be pretty good. But no, it just stayed purple.
Like those spoons you get with ice cream.
My spoon is too big.
My spoon is too small.
But yeah, that's what we've been doing. And it's I don't know. It's a lot. And that kind of, in a nutshell, is why we just decided just up and go to Florida this weekend and put it all behind us and not do regular life stuff for a couple of days. And then we came back and was like, go again.
Hey, do you want to know about regular life stuff?
Yeah.
Regular life stuff, talking beards and the news with Matt McClear.
Creepy.
Whoa. Face is creepy.
Beards, the news with Matt McClear. Why are you so close?
Yeah, here I'm Matt McClear.
Hey, Matt.
I don't know. Why am I so close?
You
guys pressed a button. I'm sitting in the same spot.
I know, you're always so close, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just miss you guys, so I just wanted to be... Oh, that's so much better. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know why I was so close, but yeah, regular life stuff. That's me. That was my nickname in high school.
Dude, that hat. Where did that thing come from?
Oh, I made it the other day.
Dude, that thing's nice.
Thank you.
That thing's nice.
You hold on. Check this out.
Okay, I'm holding.
I got a new hat too.
Let me see it. Oh, nice.
It would be really cool if it said Bader's on it.
Oh,
yeah. That's what I was thinking.
This is going to be my dressing up backwards hat.
Oh, that's pretty fancy. That's a nice hat.
Bougie AF. It came from the Masters. Like legit came from the Masters, not like Masters adjacent.
Like not from the Masters of the Universe?
It didn't come from like CVS or anything like that. It was actually from the event.
They were like selling them out of the trunks of the cars in the parking lot.
No, only super duper special people could get into the Masters this year because they didn't release, not everybody could go to it. Like, well, not everybody can ever go to it anyway because it's super special every time. But yeah, so next year, it's open up 2021 or 2022, baby. Masters are back up and running.
I think Tiger Woods had relations with somebody from my neighboring city.
Nice. That's pretty good. I've heard that he had relations with a lot of people from a lot of neighboring cities.
Yeah, I think that she even made like the article, like that big release thing. Yeah, pretty popular.
All right, Aaron, real quick, how did you get the hat?
My chiropractor is super special, and she got to go to the Masters, and she hooked me up. Well, I mean, after I paid her to hook me up, but she hooked me up, and the end.
Wow,
my chiropractor is awesome.
I didn't
she gave us a wheelchair.
Wow,
I didn't get anything from a chiropractor. I got a buddy who was a chiropractor, and when he was like training to be a chiropractor, he would practice all his stuff on us, and he didn't really know what he was doing yet. So every once in a while, like your leg would stop working or your fingers would stop working, but he didn't panic, and then he just did some more things, and then they started working again.
Good story. Good story, Pee-wee. Hope you find your bike. Let's get to the news.
Let's do the news. A paper cowboy rides out his quarantine in an Australian hotel. By day 3 of being confined to an Australian hotel room for quarantine, David Marriott, which is not like part of the Marriott hotels, ironically, he was getting bored. He watched a few seasons of The Sopranos, and his eyes were getting tired from reading. Then his lunch arrived in a brown paper bowl, and he thought, aha, that's a hat waiting to happen. the paper cowboy was born. Using the good quality paper bags from his foods that was delivered each day, Marriott, an art director on TV commercials, began fashioning an outfit. He added a brim to his hat, and then he came the whole waistcoat, the chaps, a horse. He built all of this stuff out of a paper bag, and I meant to send that to Scott, and I didn't, so I'm sorry to everybody. You guys are kind of like the people that are listening to this only on the podcast. You can't see it, so that's on me. So then he found an iron board in his cupboard, tied on a desk lamp. Yeah, he made a full cowboy outfit and a full horse made out of brown paper bags only.
Did you call me a whore?
Yeah, you're multiple.
Oh. Wow, horse. He is.
Yeah. So he used coffee pods for eyes. He did the whole thing. And then he became kind of a little bit of superstar on there. So I reached out to him on your guys' behalf, and I'm going to try to get him signed up for an upcoming episode of the Crass Whisker Club Show. He has yet to respond. So in other news, a Maine couple celebrates bicentennial with hidden treasure. So this goes out to all. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Maine, as in like from Maine, or like the couple?
They're just the Maine couple.
They're like the couple of all couples.
The state Maine.
Oh,
they're the Maine, M-A-I-N-E couple. Yeah.
They're like part of a horse. They live on horses.
Mane and tail. Have you ever used that on your hair? It makes it grow real fast.
No, I don't have a lot of hair. Kind of.
You should try mane and tail.
It makes my hair grow?
Yep.
Okay, we should try that, Scott.
No. Okay, go on to the news.
Oh, anyways, so Maine couple, like the state Maine, they decided
the Maine couple?
Yeah, the Maine couple from Maine. So let's go with this. A pair of Mainers have hidden $20,000 somewhere in the state, and they're inviting treasure seekers to come and get it. The creators of the treasure hunt and the company behind the hunt, my dog says hello. You guys heard him bark. Diergo Treasures LLC are Kurt and Kelly Stokes of Newcastle, the Lincoln County News reports. The couple spent 3 years exploring and photographing locations around the state before creating an elaborate hide-and-seek game. So they said they created the game to celebrate Maine's 200 years of statehood. Kurt Stokes told the newspaper, and this was from apnews.com. So thanks, apnews.com. And what better way to celebrate Maine than to get people out of the house, out of their town, and exploring parts of the state they never knew existed. Finding the treasure will involve solving a secret riddle and a puzzle. Getting started means ponying up a deck of cards or flashcards for $19.99 or $39.99 with $1 from each sale going to the Maine Cancer Foundation. So good luck to everyone. And if Talking Beards wants to send me to Maine, I will go live on scene for news coverage on this event.
Dude, let's go.
They hit it in a horse's mane.
Ooh, see what I did there? I went with the whole horse theme.
I know.
I like that. So when do they decide who gets the money?
Soon, whoever finds the treasure.
Just whenever they find it. There's not a deadline.
You know
whoever
what?
finds it first.
We can probably find it first because X marks the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you just walk around Maine until you find an X on the ground and you just dig it up and then it'll be there.
Like, I'm a winner.
I think it's that easy. I think it's right by the lobster.
So Andrew brings up a good point. Is Maine couple the new Florida man? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. The Maine couple. I can't wait to figure out what else the Maine couple is up to.
Want to hear some breaking news that hasn't even hit TikTok yet?
Let's hear it.
So I did by request a top 5 bearded YouTubers, and you guys made the top 5.
But we're not even. Oh, we are on YouTube, aren't we?
We are on YouTube.
Yeah.
We have like 150 subscribers. Hey, everybody, if you want to subscribe to YouTube, go over there and click that bell and subscribe. And
hopefully you put Dan in there too, right?
Yeah.
So both of us are just me.
This show, Talking Beards, the show, because well, come on, I couldn't. What's that one show? You can't have one without the other.
That's true. We're like Bert and Ernie.
Mm-hmm. Love and Mary.
Number one. Was it us?
Hardcastle and McCormick. Kind of like the love in the boat.
Yeah, so much love on boats.
The A and the team.
Yeah. That's us. The A team.
The Y and the YMCA.
All right.
The PB and PB&J.
Ooh, not the Crustables. Scott thinks that's weird.
Yeah. We've already talked about that. Is that how we got talking about peanut butter and jelly last episode? Anyway,
I don't want to get kicked off the show for nothing. So
okay. What do you have going on TikTok Tuesday, Matt McClear? Same old.
Yeah, 28th episode. For some reason, people keep coming back, and truly, it's one of the best things after the Talking Beard show that you could have, in your life. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're not giving away anything. So if you're only there for free stuff, it's not your night.
Speaking of giving stuff away, does anybody want some Honest Amish soap?
I do, because I love it.
Then what was Matt's first news story about?
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead, Matt.
And then Thursday we're interviewing Jeremy Littal from he's the owner of Kick-Ass Jerky. I don't know if you've ever met him. He's a really good dude, owns Kick-Ass Jerky, and he's on the Tickety Talk, and it's going to be a good conversation. We tried to interview him a couple of weeks ago. He was in Mexico, and then it turns out the entire internet went down, so he couldn't make it. But it's going to be pretty cool, and we're also going to give away nothing because,
wow,
I don't really have anything.
Giving all the nothings away this week. Leave some nothings for everybody else.
Okay,
there it is, John Glander.
Paper bag horses. A horse. Horse is a horse. Yeah, there was it was sorry that I didn't send it and you guys couldn't see it. It's pretty cool-ish. I don't know, it's pretty creative, I guess. But if he gets back to me for the Whiskerina show, I will definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, let us know, because that'd be pretty neat to have him on over there.
Yeah, I'm not holding, Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Is he? Is he pretty good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, Matt McClear. I don't know. I just feel bad kicking you off all the time.
Well, do you though?
We gotta move along. We're already way late.
Yeah, we're way late. So get out of here.
I gotta go, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Matt. Beardlaws.com.
Beardlaws.com/poop knives.
See, that's what I was like trying to get through that as fast as possible, because now the numbers are way low.
Yeah, good job, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. Jesus.
All right.
Horses.
So Sean Glander won the soap. It was about paper bag horses. So there we go.
Okay, I want to do a test real quick. Everyone that is watching the show right now, I want them to go, because they're watching it on Facebook or they're watching it on YouTube right now. We don't really have anyone watching it anywhere else. But hit the like button, like the little thumbs up button on the bottom. Just get a whole bunch of them popping up, because I want to just test to see because as where this conversation is going to go, I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah. So everybody just hit the thumb or the heart or
just hit it a bunch of times
or whatever.
Hit it a bunch of times. But yeah. So anyways,
Periscope's gone.
Yes, it is. It's shut down on April 1st.
Look at that. Periscope is gone officially. We had like 6 people, watch us on there total over the last 3 years. So that's pretty good. So we're going to talk about what has happened with viewership of the show in general. Go ahead, Scott.
So after last week's show, Aaron and I, we usually, and this has been kind of a common thing, after the show, like him and I talk for a while after the show. We normally talk every day, but actually we've actually not been talking as much as we have normally been. But Aaron's just been busy with Natalie, getting her like all situated and stuff and ready and for surgery. And so I've been busy. We just both have been super busy. And so we were talking after the show, just kind of trying to, look at Mark's here. Can you believe that?
I cannot
Mark
believe
Tereskowitz is here.
That's a good one.
I know. You like that?
Back on track.
Okay. So we were discussing this for me, we're going into year 6 of the podcast / the show. This will be what episode of the Talking Beard show is this?
This is episode 115 of the live show and 190 of the podcast.
So we've been plugging along for quite a long time.
About 3 years on the live show.
And we've been watching the numbers go up, down. They're kind of all over the place and stuff like that. And we've been noticing that the viewership just across the boards have been like pretty much drastically declining and stuff. And we were just trying to figure out like why that is. Is it something that we're doing? Is it something that you, the viewers, like aren't into. Like, we used to have, as we watch the chat room and stuff, it seems like we have a revolving cast of people. It's like we had this whole group of people that were watching us before. Okay. Granted, they might have just got tired and sick of us and they just started tuning out, and then we've kind of progressed
into people and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're just trying to kind of get our finger on the pulse of what's going on, because we want to keep gaining viewers, not losing viewers. We want people to keep sticking around. And granted, yeah, I get it. Every week watching the same show over and over and over, you got to start doing some new things and different things to keep people interested. So that's pretty much the whole point of like what our discussion is tonight, is like, what can we do for you? Right?
Right. Something sounded like someone just pulled my driveway. Sorry. Yeah. So a couple things that we were talking about, and this was number one, and not the weather part, but is Facebook just not pushing the shows out? Because it's really not just us; it's everybody across the board. We used to pretty consistently get 1,000 views per show, and now we're 600 ish. Sometimes it'll still pop up, but it's like one thing I was noticing, and me and Scott were talking about, was I was cruising Facebook the other day, and I was going to like the Facebook Watch stuff, and people that were actually utilizing Facebook as their live format. We do not use Facebook as our live format. We use StreamYard. We just stream to Facebook. But like people were selling like the jewelry and stuff, right? And there's just like the little jewelry auctions. They show up a little number, and here's this necklace. And this chick had like 1,500 live people watching her, and it was boring as crap. Like, do you think like 1,500 people really are that interested in this same old jewelry that probably like 100 girls are selling at the exact same time across the country? Or is it just the fact that Facebook is pushing that to everybody because it was on their format? And since we're utilizing a third party to, create our format here, and then we push it out everywhere, does Facebook maybe not put it in their algorithm as much?
Well, and as Dave says right there, Facebook, as far as business is concerned anyway, has gone a lot towards pay to play. And come to say that, we used to buy tons. I mean, we used to sink a lot of money into Facebook promotions and stuff like that. And yeah, granted, that could help a lot. We were also posting it to a ton of different like pages and stuff like that. And it's not that we ever got like, maybe a couple pages here and there told us, hey, you guys are being spammy, but everyone was always really cool with us posting it like all the time.
David Dragano just goes to bed early. That's his only problem, because he's an old man.
Yeah.
So that, that could be another topic, but go ahead.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, here we go. Where'd it go? Yeah. Josh says, probably paid a lot of money to boost that view. And that's true. I mean, the people could be putting a lot of, and that's for us. I mean, yeah, granted, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we were pumping quite a bit of money, like into the show, trying to get views and stuff like that. And
so is that the only way to get the content out, is to like what was said, pay to play? Is that something that, so that would be something we would have to start looking for some sort of show investor. We've talked about that before. We've had sponsors come and go, and Honest Amish gives us all the product we could ever possibly give away, and they supplied the box and all that. But we don't really have any financial contributions to the show. Everything's out of me and Scott's pockets. So would that be something like the only way for the show to succeed would be to get a sponsor, a financial sponsor, and then every episode we just put $100 towards ad, and Facebook will push it out because you put $100 on it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, is that the only way?
Yeah. And here's 2 points where Will says here about being on the West Coast, and also Matt says too, like, it falls during dinner. So, okay, so the show doesn't fit into your time plan.
Okay, so with that being said, would a better time fix it? Because now we're saying, okay, the West Coast, it's too early. Well, it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. We push it to 9, 10 o'clock. It's going to fit better for West Coast people. But then it's like 9, 10 o'clock, and David Dragano is already saying he's going to bed already because he's got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work. Yeah. So Is that just something that we're just not going to be able to accommodate?
Yeah. Well, and then Joe's even saying people are leaving Facebook, and I also I feel like I just don't want to be on Facebook anymore.
I absolutely never get on Facebook anymore at all.
It's just there's so much toxic energy in Facebook, and just like you say, what that movie Social Dilemma.
We did see the Social Dilemma. So yeah, that's a real thing. Like it's just our demographic of people. The whatever 25 to 50 or whatever our demographic is of bearded people. Yeah.
Crystal, onlyfans.com/talkingbeards.
Yeah, we have it. We just don't utilize it because we don't know how it works. David Dragano, he only uses Facebook for Marketplace. So maybe we need to sell ourselves on Marketplace.
Well, no, we need to sell ourselves. Maybe we need to transfer ourselves onto a different platform. Maybe we need to focus more on the YouTube.
Maybe. Well, I mean, Dancy bearded and Bluegrass bearded, and I don't know. I know there's another dude, but Dan does real well over there. Would that be something that would work? Maybe this isn't our demographic anymore, because initially we started out on YouTube and then we moved over to Facebook, and our first couple episodes on Facebook after being on YouTube, we were like 75, 80 solid for like most of the show, and was like, oh, here it is. Here's our people. It's Facebook. Well, did our people leave Facebook or did just, like I put on here, do people just not care anymore?
Well, all right. Now the thing is we don't need to depend on any social media. All you need to do is go to talkingbeards.com and the show is right there.
Right.
You can watch it.
I mean, I don't even know if like websites is really, is that the thing? Just everybody go to talkingbeards.com. Well, then if everybody goes to talkingbeards.com, they can't even be in the chat.
Well, that's the thing is there's no chat on our website. I mean, At some point we can address that. I mean, that'll be a monetary thing to have a built-in chat and to broadcast the show. I mean, ideally that would be perfect to be able to do that, but we're just kind of using the whole social media as a place to just randomly grab people that might be interested in it and stuff.
Appreciate it, Danny. Yeah. We have quality. Why do you need numbers? Because, I mean, it'd be just nice to see, and I know that, and Scott and I have talked about this. I listen to our show all the time, and I think it's good. And Scott feels the same way. Like we listen to it, and we're like, wow, we got a good sounding show. Like we have good flow and everything. So yeah, we know it's, without trying to sound snotty or whatever, we know it's good quality content. I mean, obviously some shows are better than others, but I think for the most part, we don't have a lot of dead air. We flow really well. If there's a mistake, we don't, we just kind of glaze over it and move on. I mean, we used to have a lot more guests. Would that be something that, we feel like when we have guests, more people don't care? Is that incorrect? Do people want guests more so? Do we need to try to start getting more celebrity type guests? Like we've gotten a couple.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing though, is like we've gotten some big name guests and still people don't care.
Right.
So do you guys just want more just Aaron and Scott? I mean,
just Aaron and Scott, or, big people on here? Do you want like just, we had MJ again because, he's one of the most, face worthy beard community person or whatever? Or do we, just get newer up and coming beard people? But with that being said, we've kind of put ourselves in a predicament with the network because everybody is interviewing the hot new coming up beard person, Glander's got his show, and Johnny Rodriguez has their show starting up on Sundays now, and the Mob guys, they interview some people. Like it's you can only have so much of the same thing, you know what I mean? Like, or I don't know, are we not different enough now because all of our buddies are doing shows too?
Yeah, and we don't want to discourage anyone from doing it.
Not at all. We fully still like think everybody doing the shows is super cool. That's not at all what I was saying.
What does Shannon say? He says the problem is y'all are asking people that already love and watch you. Okay,
right, and we get that, but that's kind of what we were trying to get as like here. It's just basically an open discussion with the chat tonight. Like, what do y'all think? Like, Shannon, right, I would greatly appreciate your feedback on this. Like, what do you think?
Jason says, here's my opinion. With COVID, there has been less live comps, and live comps comes more content to talk about. People like him are working more into the evening hours. So there we go. We're back into like the timing's just not right. We're also talking about, this past year has been, and that was another point that we wanted to bring up too, was like, has COVID affected like people's online viewing and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what I put on here. I said, did the pandemic just overwhelm everybody with online content, and now everybody's just kind of done staring at their phones or computers for the time being or forever? Or did, it was just because, let's just be honest, the last year, everybody was on the computer. I mean, the Zoom things were all the time, and, and it's just, kind of all that's kind of died off. Like Natalie and I were doing the Austin Facial Hair Club meetings every Sunday for most of the year. And
Joe says it right there. Screen
burnout. Yeah, maybe. And if that's the case, then that's cool. But I don't know. What else could we possibly do? What else is there to do? Is there something that we were used to doing that maybe we quit doing, like the trivia? Get Chuck Norris on it.
That would save everything.
Yeah. I mean, do we bring back trivia? It just seemed like, I don't know, like we didn't really enjoy doing the trivia anymore. It was like, it was kind of forced at the end, and it was the same three people answering the questions anyway.
Yep. Tyler Hill hit it right on the head. Matt's fault for sure.
It's freaking Matt's fault. Speaking of Matt, I think David said it. You could go live on TikTok. And I thought that would be a good idea. We tried that a couple episodes because I got 30,000 followers on TikTok, and it's not, a crazy number, but Matt's got like 200,000, and he was going live. He got some special code thing that he could get his StreamYard to go to his TikTok live. Yes, and not everybody was able to do that. And it still didn't help his viewership really. And his numbers never went up. And like I said, he had 200,000 Facebook or TikTok followers. So if it's not going to work for him, then
that doesn't translate though. That's like nothing.
I understand that, but I mean, like if it is an idea, and I would have kind of thought maybe it would have worked. I mean, like I said, we did it a couple episodes, and we got like 2 people, and that was it.
Sean White brings a good point up. We should probably try strippers.
I mean, we could.
I got all these really great ones that I was using on my floor. We can show like different sections of my floor, like as I tear carpet up in the rest of my house. You can be like, all right, this stripper we're gonna try it on this place. We're gonna try this stripper on that place. Josh Bethel made a point here too. He's like, maybe we should do a panel of guests and talk about like standing on cliffs or something.
I mean, dude. I've Scott and I've kind of talked about this. I'm all for talking about more edgier, content, conversations or whatever. And I think we got a good episode coming up in a week or two about, a potential edgy kind of subject that we're going to talk about. Not, maybe that's it. Maybe we just say F it and we'll just start just letting everybody have it. Is that something y'all want? I mean, I know we've done more kind of serious episodes a few times, and like over a year ago, like the more serious conversations were, those were the episodes everybody was super all about, because usually our content was kind of goofy and funny, and then we're like, all right, tonight we're going to be super serious. We're going to talk about global warming, and then that would be the episode everybody would care about. Let's see.
Yeah.
What if we tried talking about current events as well as the beard world? Maybe do 20 minutes of current events and then the beard world after. I mean, maybe it's like I don't know.
But see, the thing is like all the other shows are doing that. That's the thing, is like, do we just kind of mix it up and do we just strip away the beard topic and just talk about other shit?
Yeah. Do we just talk about other stuff now? It's like, so that's kind of something that, not necessarily I wrote down, but like,
this is perfect. I love this
interventions. But Are people just done with beard content? Is that it? Could that be a thing? Are people just over the beard thing? I don't know. What else did I write?
Well,
Yeah,
Glander says there isn't a current event we're talking about, but that's not true because now everything's kind of changing. And this is kind of a trend that we saw even before COVID, was that there was just an oversaturation. There was just way too many competitions going on. And it was just like, you could just see by going to events as much as we were, that the numbers were just going down and down and down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like where this whole topic comes from, because it's, okay, so in the bearding community, there were less people going to events. And then next thing you know, we're into COVID. So live events are gone. Then like we started with the whole online stuff. So now, like, as everyone's saying, like overload. And then now it's like, all right, now we're transitioning back into live competitions. And it's like, bam, 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 bam. As you're going to see when we do the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board, there's a ton of comps, like all of a sudden.
Am I here?
You're here.
Yeah, you're there. Hi. Did
I go away?
No, you've been there the whole time. Natalie's,
okay. Anyway, I froze. So yeah, this is Danny says, and this is exactly what Scott and I have talked about on the show several times, and it's how it is for us. This isn't just an escape from real world crap, and I'm good with it. We'll come on every Tuesday, and even if we don't feel like doing the show, we'll do the show, and we've done that the last couple of weeks. I mean, I think I know for a fact that people reached out to me over the last couple of weeks, and you could tell, and everybody else could tell that we just weren't feeling it, but we're still going for it, and yeah. So I mean, we'll try and keep going, but this is escape from the real world crap, and absolutely. So, see, with that being said, don't bring in real world crap because people are trying to escape real world crap.
Well, and then, Shannon says he's got two great points. Some of his favorite episodes are ones that are on serious ones. And I absolutely love that too. I agree. Those are my favorite ones, but he also enjoys the goofy ones too. So, it's so hard to accommodate everyone's tastes and likes. And I mean, even Tisha has some really good points here too. Or just sorry if you had that up. Where'd it go? Maybe the best impression when you compete, or how to present your beard yourself, interact with judges and stuff. And that can go back to, I mean, we've done episodes with smatterings of that in the past, as well as old episodes of the Beardcaster and stuff have kind of dove into that. But yeah, that is stuff that we could rehash back up and stuff like that. Jeff Ray, I can please everyone.
You can't. Oh, here we go. We figured it out. It's over. This conversation's done. Paint. No one's doing that. No one's doing a painting show.
I know. We should start doing that.
Food. Make some bomb-ass grub and have people come in as guests and cook food.
Tyler Hill's starting a new show. It's going to be all about the Club of a Week highlights, and it's going to be bringing on a new member for 5 minutes to talk about them. Good luck.
All right, Tyler Hill. When's your show coming on?
I know.
What else? So we talked about trivia. Oh, another thing. Is the show too long?
Yeah.
Is that something? Do we need to cut it back to 30 minutes? We've done 30-minute episodes before. I don't know if we could even possibly do that, but
I hate to say this, but should we get rid of Matt? Do we need to get rid of the news? Do we need to get rid of the BS Button Beard Bulletin Board? I mean, do you want just Aaron and Scott and a guest? Do you want us to just be topless? Because apparently Crystal Davis says she hears that works.
Yeah, that's how Crystal Davis gets all the viewers on her show. She's just topless the entire episode. Bring a club in once a month. We could, maybe do something with a club, but with
golf
that being
club
said,
1 month, the club you put on your steering wheel the next month.
If y'all really look at it, really look at social media. Are there any beard clubs right now doing anything but Beard Mob?
Yeah, that is a good point. And with that,
we've talked about that one too.
Yeah, that's going to be a topic coming up probably in the next few weeks.
Maybe after, here we go. Yeah, Permafrost says he tunes out for BS Buttons, so maybe that's not a thing. But maybe after COVID, maybe these regular regular beard clubs will, start doing stuff. I know Holy City, we've barely done anything. Like we've done our monthly meeting, but we've had to cancel 2 competitions because of COVID. And every club pretty much canceled their comps for COVID. Are these clubs going to get back together after COVID? So I don't know about, clubs are kicking into gear now, she said. So that'll be something we can look into.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. There it is. More sparkly pleather pants, Scott.
Shut up, Andrew.
Remember that? More cats. I don't have any cats now.
But I mean, Nick makes a good point here. He's like with the BS Buttonbeard bulletin board, he can just go see it. So, I mean, that's the thing is everyone can go look at it. So if everyone's posting stuff, people can just go and scroll through it and look for things. That's true.
I mean, maybe it's something that we don't highlight every time. Maybe it's like we just hit a BS Buttons on an episode or
only
something.
In June and November, once a month. Sean White says maybe more cowbell might help.
More cowbell.
There we go. More cats.
Grogu. More Grogu. Oh, what are you doing?
It'd be so funny if the cat pooped on you.
Talking poop. Meow. Meow. I don't know. What else you got, Scott?
I don't know. It's been nice to I would. All right. So because next week is still going to be kind of like, I know Aaron and Natalie are going to be kind of, and I don't want to cancel the show, but I would like to continue this conversation because there's so much stuff like the chat room's exploding. Like I'm loving it.
Yeah. Thank you, chat room people.
Yeah. So everyone's got a week now. The people that are here, keep thinking
about it. Maybe we'll just continue this conversation next week.
No, we will. We're going to continue this conversation because it's an easy one to talk about because it's, and don't worry about feelings, guys. I mean, if there's something that we're doing that you don't like let us know. Like if you don't like it when
Scott wears red hoodies, just say that.
But it's a Talking Beards hoodie.
Should I just do every episode just holding Larry?
Should I do every episode holding Nico? Oh. He doesn't want to get into my lap.
So yeah.
How best we can support? Yes. I think Tisha, we could just do and that's the thing, Tisha, is I know that with the Craft Whisker show that, you guys are doing on the alternate weeks of the battles and stuff. I mean, these are great topics too, for you to bring up on that show.
One thing, I don't know if I said it. I know I wrote it down and I think maybe I touched on it. Did we hurt ourselves with the network? And what I'm kind of talking about is it just causing too many notifications on everyone's phone? And it's just kind of, people are getting tired of it. Maybe a bunch of people have turned the notifications off for Talking Beards and they just forget about us, because we used to be just Tuesday, you get that notification, everybody'd hop on. Now you're getting notifications 5-6 days a week. So did we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot doing this? Just an idea.
See, I don't think we did, because as someone said earlier in the chat, it's just all the content's all in one place. They can go and watch whatever they want, whenever they want. And that was kind of the whole point of what the network was.
And I love the network, and I think it's cool, everybody helping each other out. But I mean, there was just a question. It's at the end of the day, did we really kind of hurt the Talking Beard show to, help everybody else out? And we just kind of, everybody's all right, let's see. That's what David said. I know I did kind of start ignoring them because I don't really know the other guys. So is everybody just ignoring all of them now? Because I mean, I know I get them a lot.
I don't get any. I don't even get them for our show.
See, maybe it's people like you's the problem, Scott. Turn your notifications on so you know when Talking Beards is going live. Everybody should do that.
I never changed my notification setting for our show. I just don't get them anymore.
See, that's weird. Is that a thing? So, I mean, yeah, like Chicken Bread said, just internet overload. I think that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, so maybe that's a thing. Maybe a bunch of people changed their notifications and maybe didn't even know it. it's all about the same, Scott Turner. You know, a lot of shows float around, you know, some a little less, but ours usually sticks around about 33 live ish. And then each episode we try to get to 1,000, and usually we get to 1,000, but sometimes not. And like, I mean, Matt's show, it generally doesn't, you know, it doesn't get to 500, and us and the Wednesday show are usually probably the two most watched shows. And I like looking at the YouTube numbers because that's a good gauge, because it's not, because I feel like those are actual numbers instead of just like someone clicked on the picture for a half a second and gave us a number. And those numbers have been going up, and more people are watching us on YouTube. We used to have like maybe like one person watch us on YouTube, and now we're getting like 17, like maybe 20. And I mean, that's still not groundbreaking numbers, but that's way more than we were getting a year ago on YouTube. So that goes back to like kind of what you were saying. Maybe our market has changed. Maybe we're not Facebook anymore. Maybe we went to the market to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. And now the market has taken us back to YouTube, where we were born. I don't know. The market is going more from like traditional stocks to cryptocurrency. Maybe crypto. Take a shot. Tomorrow's a big day, people. Pay attention in the world of the stock market and cryptocurrency. Tip of the day. So yeah, we could go on and on. We will continue this next week, because we're like as we were like planning the whole show out to talk about topics and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, we need to be done by 8:45, and here it is like 8:55, and we have 5 minutes. So 5 minutes. Let's do this real quick. Well, so we don't go ahead. But we just real quick, and to say a really huge thank you to Josh Bethel for the mail that we got. We will discuss that next week for sure. We will make a special. I was going to throw it in there, but that's fine. Yeah. But we can show everyone what we got, though, because it's really freaking cool. We do have beard mail. Yes, and we got the new comic, Beardman and Stash. The hot new comic. So go over to roomgreenproductions.com to check out that. As you can see right there, here's the site, Room Green Productions. You can shop. Here it says shop now. You can check out all the different stuff. There's the link, shop now, for the 29-page graphic novel. Go check that out. But yeah, so we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. Danny can't watch this on YouTube because his mother-in-law lives with him now, and she thinks I'm having a big party when I put y'all on the TV on YouTube. We're a party. All right. Well, I mean, it's definitely something for everybody to think about, and I would greatly appreciate, I mean, maybe some feedback this time on this episode, or just everybody take some notes. Tell your friends to take some notes, and tune in next week, and maybe we just continue this conversation. Part 2. I think that'd be good. So everybody think about it for a week. I don't know. Let's see what we can do, and just try to make this thing be great again. So I don't know. What else you guys got? Do you want to shoot through the BS button real quick? Nah, it's 8:57. Yeah. I mean, definitely, like Aaron said, I think, just everyone kind of think about it. I mean, we ideally want to, we don't want to stop doing the show. No, not at all. We just want to still continue to do a good show. And if we're just doing the same crap every week and no one cares about it, well, what are we doing? We're not growing to be better. So really, we want to be better. And if, we're doing something like a couple of people said, they don't really care about the BS Buttons Beard Bulletin Board. So is that 10, 15 more minutes of actual show we could be doing instead of going through, the BS Buttons page that no one even cares about? So, these are just ideas, and maybe it's something that we're not thinking about. And, yeah, we could do like BS Buttons in 5 minutes. We could just extract like 5 really good ones and just pull those up really quick and be like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And just go through that really quick. Apparently more Krabby Scoot adds to the show. He's been too calm and accommodating tonight. What does that mean? Shut up, Andrew. So Mark said, I don't know where it is. maybe start an hour later. That is not a possibility, Mark. Maybe in the summer if my shift changes, but I'm already late for work as it is.
And one thing about doing online content or live streaming is you want to be consistent. And like, I mean, we've been
at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays for almost about 2 years now. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Everybody kind of got the point of this episode. So we'll continue this conversation next week. I think we had some healthy conversation and that's important. So yeah, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you for everybody that participated in the chat tonight. We greatly appreciate it. And we really, really, really want some feedback on this topic. We'd like to, like I said, we'd like to be better. And if, even Shannon Chicken Bread might have a good idea every now and then, and we might utilize it. So, maybe Shannon will be the savior of the show.
Maybe that well that he's digging up and fixing, he's building the new Talking Beards studio.
We're going to do the next Talking Beards episode in Shannon Chicken Bread's well. You heard it here first. So yeah, I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Make sure you share this episode and all that good stuff. And Scott.
Scott Sakura. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, but we want you to go over to talkingbeards.com. There you can get hooked up with the podcast. You can subscribe on any platform or any app that you listen to podcasts on. Also, you can check out old episodes of the show, either video or podcasts there. And you can get some really cool merch like this Talking Beards Pen 15 sweatshirt is there, but we also have a whole bunch of other stuff for sale there too. So, so that's it. So talkingbeards.com.
That's it, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Share this episode. And if you are not done with internet content for tonight, go over to Beard Law's Facebook page and enjoy TikTok Tuesday. Everybody have a good night. Okay, bye.
Thank you everyone so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, was that too soft and...
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
God, Cher looks really hot in that picture.
Yeah, she does. Okay, bye.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Talking Beards podcast. You can find out more information by going to talkingbeards.com. There you can subscribe to the podcast, make a donation to our show, or pick up some really cool Talking Beards merchandise. We hope to see you in the chat room. You can find us over at facebook.com/talkingbeards if you want to participate in our chat. Thank you again for checking the show out, and we hope you have a great week. Make sure you come back next week at 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening to watch the show live. Until next time, thanks.